I mean, his sugar cravings are very high. It's just everything's out of control for Mark right now. But I just didn't feel like it was going to be safe for him to be. And his dad is allowing me to pick him up every day. So that's where I'm at. So I have to be real careful. Okay?
Yes, now,
by the way.
The lawyer that we found for you, he was the same one that was supposed to be defending Edgar Steele, and he failed miserably in that, and he failed miserably in helping Mark too, even though they did get him out,
absolutely. Right? Don't know what's wrong with Mr. Hoyt. Don't know.
That's Wesley Hoyt, and if you need an attorney, I don't recommend him, folks.
I think it's terrible what he's done to Edgar Steele. I think it's terrible what he's done to Mark. I know one thing he should have done is gone on radio shows and exposed his stuff, like I'm doing. Go on Facebook and expose. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do to help somebody get out. He should be connecting human rights activists. They can't help.
One of the drugs that they put him on, I believe this was in Arizona, was Haldol, and that's what they tried to kill me with in the hospital.
Well, they got Mark on that again. They got him on clozapine and Haldol.
Look up the contraindications on it, folks. It's
very
scary. It's very scary.
And I need Douglas. I mean, not Doug. Clay. Douglas. The thing is, what I'm needing right now is for people to go to my website. It's called Release Mark Taylor. Release Mark Taylor on Facebook. And anybody that has information that would help, they can post it there, or whatever. And also, we are trying to get donations for Mark to get his teeth fixed. Okay? Now, he has Medicare, or Medicaid, and the only thing that they'll pay for is extraction. So that means Mark will have no teeth. None. Zero. So he needs fillings, he needs a few teeth extracted, he needs a bridge put in because he's lost all his teeth on the top on the left side because of the drug. And so I'm just asking, anybody can help donate anything, would help towards that.
All right. Now your website is www.facebook.com Release Mark Taylor, right?
Well, all you have to do is type in Release Mark Taylor, and it will come up on Google.
Okay.
But I'm saying we're on Facebook. If they join Facebook, they could go ahead and and we also have PayPal on there too.
All right. I will add that on the thing.
Right. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but John DeCamp, the attorney that we had when we sued the drug company, Attorney John DeCamp, I don't know if you're aware of who he is, but he wrote the book called The Franklin Cover-Up, and he undid this scandal there in Nebraska, the boys that were molested at the boys' home. Well, he wrote a book called The Franklin Cover-Up. Now, he's now talking to us again. But he's not strong enough to go in the courts and do anything right now. He is exposing stuff on the radio, the truth. Now, I don't know if you know this, Clay, but the boys were raped by police several times before they shot everybody at Columbine. For a long time, they were being raped. Okay?
Yes.
And guess who's exposing that? John DeCamp, because he heard it. He was told to shut up and gag ordered not to tell anybody. But now he's exposing it. And he's exposing it because 2020, I believe, came and found him 2 months ago about the Franklin cover-up. So he's getting ready to expose Columbine big time. But he's doing it on radio shows right now. Small radio shows.
By the way, I got your site up, and Mark's looks pretty good in that. Nice picture of him. Nice picture.
Yeah.
But
that's the way he used to look. He don't look that way now.
Okay, we got his address up there. He's been taken to a new facility. Now, do you have any kind of backup? Is somebody helping him? And hey, David, you look good too. I see you up there. David Koss is up there, down there, so he's already been there. He's running ahead of me. And
do I have anybody what?
Do you have anybody help you? Do you have anybody there? Do you have anybody in Colorado that is helping you try that too?
Well, I have Jeanette Parker, a whistleblower for international law of human rights, helping me. And now and then we send letters to the judges, but we're not getting any response from that judge. But we're documenting it. And different things like that I've been doing. You know, sending letters to the doctor and wanting to change doctors. I've got nothing back yet. Even sent one to the ex-husband. I haven't heard a word about whether Mark can change doctors. So I just would need somebody to come in there and help Mark get his rights, because he didn't get to go to court. He did not get to go to court this last time. After he got sick and his body shut down, he wasn't allowed in the courtroom. They would not let him make his own decisions, okay? And his attorney decided she was going to take over and make his decisions. And she ends up being good friends with my ex-husband because she's on the drugs, and my ex-husband's on the drugs, and they all get together and get along while they're on these drugs. Okay?
That's pretty, I mean, this is really a tragic story here. It's really a tragic story. And why, I mean, why are they doing this to him? I mean, what is the threat? What does he have?
You mean what is the threat? So he's a threat. I think it's more than just the drugs. The drugs is one of the big ones. The fact that we know the sheriff did that to the boys is another one. But Mark's seen somebody on the roof shooting when he got injured. And they said, oh, no, it's the janitor. Well, guess what? One of my friends filmed it, and there's several people on the roof shooting. Several SWAT teams on the top of that roof, and it's still shooting. So we have that up on our website. If you pull up Columbine Family Request.org, you'll see the footage on that. They're trying to hide things, Doug. I mean, but they're trying to hide things.
Trying to hide him. They don't want the news media getting a hold of him. The mainstream, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Right. They don't want the truth out because they're all involved in this corruption, I guess.
All right, folks. If you're watching this video on my website, we are getting blocked, hacked, and trying to take down. They don't want this information out. They don't want me putting this information out. So if you're watching this on Blog TV, go to Free American, click on Donna Taylor's name, and you'll be able to get to the Blog Talk Radio and hear the first part of the show. And we will try to we'll try to get this. We only do 30-minute segments here, so. Keep on.
Tell them it's very important that they look up Release Mark Taylor, and also look at Columbine Family Request so they get the whole message of what's happened. Now we are looking for a webmaster because we have more information we need to put up, but we can't find anybody. So if you could post, we need a webmaster.
I don't trust any of these webmasters. I do not trust any of these webmasters. And a matter of fact, let's talk about that, because we had somebody that was supposedly having a website for you, supposedly taking donations for Mark, and the money never got to you. And this character came on the show with you once, and I basically kicked his ass out because I didn't like him. I don't think he was doing anything for your benefit.
Well, we have our own PayPal on Release Mark Taylor. We just want to add information. They won't be able to get into the PayPal. I have somebody, a Christian gal, do that for me that I trust. She helped me get the PayPal up. It's not from the old at all.
All right, great. Well, we've got that information. Free Mark Taylor is up on Facebook. It'll be up on my Facebook site. It will be up on Truth Seeker's site. It will be up.
It's Release Mark Taylor. Release, not free.
Yes, ma'am. Release.
And then call my family request.
Yes, ma'am. I have that correct on the website. Yeah. I've got it up right now. I copied the link.
Cool.
And so that is correct on my website. And
right. Anybody that knows an attorney, I need a good attorney. Anybody that knows an attorney that can work with John DeCamp, because he'll help. John DeCamp will help. Attorney John DeCamp said he would help. But if anybody knows an attorney that can help Mark free, we surely appreciate the call.
I think you, in my opinion here, you ought to be able to find an attorney. You ought to be able to find a good attorney.
We've been looking and looking. Nope.
Well, they're probably scared. Now you have made some progress. I'm kind of proud of Colorado. They've legalized marijuana there. They ain't getting more prison revenue and jail time and fines from the people that are smoking marijuana. But the feds will come in and they will be harassing anybody that's growing or smoking it. Probably they don't want to. They don't want you. You know, and God, I'd rather see Mark smoking pot rather than taking that Luvox or that Haldol or any of that crap.
If we could get Mark out of here, we're going to leave. We're not going to live in Colorado anymore.
Washington's up there. I mean, that's so we'll see. And okay, this chat's working good. This chat. Okay.
And this is a huge lawsuit for any attorney that would jump in and do it.
All right, listen to me, folks. If you've got some questions, if you want to talk to Donna, you can call me at. Where have I done? I've lost my number here. Hold on just a moment. Let me. Call-in number is 646-915-8774. All the lines are open there. If you want to call in and talk to Donna Taylor, you can certainly do that, folks. And 646-915-8774.
Yeah.
Now, folks, you might ask yourself, if you're watching this on Blog Talk Radio or anything else, why would we have all of these trolls coming on the line and in the chat rooms trying to prevent you from hearing of this? Why? And by the way, on this chat room, well, if you guys didn't kick so many people so much, well, you know what, folks? We don't rely on Blog TV for our distribution. We've got distribution all around the country, all the world. Hundreds of people are listening to this show and downloading this show. This is, and so you guys, all we're doing, all you got to do is use Sonarian. You don't want people hearing Mark Taylor, because you're being paid and promoted by the by these pharmaceutical companies. I mean, they got a lot of power, folks. They got a lot of money. They make I've done the markups on these pharmaceuticals, things like Luvox, is like over 100,000%. You know, they've got that kind of markup. They make more of a markup off of these drugs that they're feeding, and they're charging you for it, man. They're going to Medicare, Medicaid. They're charging you for it, and they're making a hell of a markup. Mark was a threat to this organization. It was a threat, and what do we do?
He spoke at the Federal Drug Administration about the drugs, and when he got done talking, they announced that they were going to put black warning labels on the drugs immediately. And they did put black warning labels on, but not large enough that anybody understands. But now they have to tell you the side effects of the drugs. And on TV, you'll notice they announce the drugs, how dangerous they are. You know, they'll say, oh, it causes homicide, suicide. But just ask your doctor, and you'll know whether you can handle it. Okay? I don't know, man. Don't do anything to sell it.
It's really a shame that Mark's a victim here, but, you know, some good may come out of it. If you can find the right attorney.
That's exactly right.
If you can find the right attorney.
That isn't afraid of them. I believe it would take a law firm that would be large. Okay.
Yes, it would be. I mean, we've...
You can't just take one attorney and go in there when they got 15 attorneys or 20 that want to go after you. You got to have a law firm to go in.
Well, hopefully you can find that, and by being on this show here, you will start getting some response. You know, we're doing this on a number of different channels, a number of different venues, and you know, there may be 8 or 10 people listening on blog TV, but there are hundreds of these things being downloaded on hundreds of each episode of this show. Hundreds, and that may be getting up into the thousands very quick here.
Sure.
And we are making a difference. And folks, let me tell you, Donna, I may have you speak at Truth Seekers meeting here in Austin, where I'm located now. We'll do it by telephone. We've done that before. You spoke at the Breakfast Club before the Jews closed that down. They won't close down the Truth Seekers meetings, because I've been speaking here for almost as long as I was speaking at the Breakfast Club, and that will be taking effect. And
that will help. Isn't that going to happen?
Yeah, I can make that happen. They're showing my film.
When is it going to happen? When?
The Truth Seekers meetings are at 7 o'clock, 7:30 at Hills Cafe in Austin. And
do they have one this week?
Yes, ma'am. I am featured. My film True Face of FEMA is featured this week. I might be able to get you up there next week.
Okay, love to talk. I'll be ready.
All right. Well, we can do that. I haven't heard from you for a while. I would have been a little bit more active. I thought maybe things were working out well for you, and I was hoping
well, it's getting better, but it's not good enough. We need Mark out. So. And no more of this court order stuff. Oh, you can't leave Colorado. Oh, you got to be on the drugs. Oh, you know, we're going to kill you. You know what I mean? We're done with that.
By the way, on my website now too, folks, I've got links to the latest news. Whatever is happening in the news is up at the top of my site. It's at the top of my site under Citizens for Legitimate Government, and over in Europe, the news in Europe is that protesters are bristling over austerity cuts. They launch a Europe-wide string of rallies and strikes on Wednesday, poured in the streets, refusing to work and grounding more than 700 flights. This is a worldwide revolution, folks. It's not just in the United States. We are setting the pace for these, but they're starting to realize that the European Union and the North American Union ain't happening. And by the way, more than 16,000 Google accounts specified in U.S. government database request report. Google received more requests from the U.S. government to hand over user data during the first half of this year than any other country. Oh, land of the free, home of the brave, my ass. And the pro-secession requests have grown to 40 states. All of this information is on my website under Breaking News from Citizens for Legitimate Government. And the pro-secession requests have grown to 40 states. And if you go to my website, all you got to do is click on the name of your state and you can sign too. I think it takes about 20,000 people to get this. 20,000 people. But we are making it. And the fact that Washington and Colorado have legalized marijuana is a great step. This is a great step now, because I told you folks, if a man with a badge can walk up on you and say, "Oh, what's that I smell? Oh, is that marijuana? Oh, you're gonna go to jail. Oh, you're gonna pay a $500 fine. Oh. Well, you live in a police state, folks. If that can happen to you, you live in a police state. And by the way, if you can, if they can drug you, if they can drug you like they're drugging Mark Taylor, if they can do that to Mark Taylor, a man that's never committed a crime, a man that's a victim, and he is a man. He's not a boy anymore. He's not a boy anymore. He's a grown man, and they are drugging him. He has no will to resist. He doesn't know what's happening here, folks. He, you know, if that can happen to him, it could happen to you.
Right.
I really don't understand why people can't understand that. Maybe you could tell me. But, you know, it's, now folks, also, I've got all these people that are sitting here and trying to stop this information from getting out. They're trying to stop this information from getting out. They're trying to stop you from supporting me, because it does take money. It does take money to keep these websites up. Matter of fact, I've got a bill coming due. It takes money to keep the heat on the place so I can do the show. It takes money to buy gas to go to these things. It takes money to make the films and keep these things going. And I need your help. I need your backing here, and all of these trolls that are trying to tell you what a nasty guy I am for trying to help somebody like Donna and Mark Taylor. Well, they're the bad guys. They're the ones that don't want the truth getting out. And folks, if we don't work together, like I said, I've always referred to myself, Donna, as the canary in the coal mine. And right. If because I'm so outspoken, because I don't have any problem, as say, let's see, Alex Jones has, of mentioning the fact that this medical profession and these pharmaceutical companies and the banks and the corporations that spring up around them, they are the bad guys. They are the bad guys, not me. not the people that are trying to tell you the truth, and they are trying to break me. They are trying to break Donna Taylor. Because they are feeding off of Mark. They are feeding off of him. They're putting him in these things, and who is getting the money? Come on, follow the money here, folks. And you'll see who this is. Now, I am on this every day, 5 days a week. I'm up here, and the 5th day, or 6th day, I'm at. Well, I take Saturdays off. Sundays, I'll be at the Way Church, and the map is up on my site. Now, if any of these trolls were real, with all of their threats, if they're real, I'm real easy to find. I'm in Austin. You can find me. I am certainly here. I am certainly available, and I'm not afraid of you or anybody else. So the threats that you're making are senseless. They're just senseless. They're useless, and they ain't gonna make any difference to me. I'm gonna continue to do what I set out to do, and that's set this country free. This is going to be the end. I think this is going to be the end of the banksters' world. Not mine. Not yours. We are going to defeat these people. Somebody told me one time, a long time ago, that they don't have the power they want you to believe they do. If they did, we'd still be under the Roman Empire or the English Empire. They don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have this power. They seems like it when you're facing the kind of oppositions that Mark and Donna are facing. It seems like it. But we can stop them. And it's just a matter of time. But if they break us, if we can't go to the store, and if we can't keep the heat on, if we can't keep the everything on, then they win and we lose. So you need to make up your mind who you're going to support, who's telling you the truth, and they don't have that. We have the truth. God is on our side, and by the way, tomorrow we'll be talking about that with Dr. Jake Wade from Timothy Bible College. And Dr. Wade will give you the straight scoop on the churches. He will do that. And Donna, how is the weather up there?
It's a little chilly. Not too bad.
All right.
We don't have any snow yet.
All right.
Anyway, I want to get my son released and get him off the drugs. I need to take him to a place to get him off. So if there's any attorneys that would help, I'm sure this is a big enough lawsuit. John DeCamp will give you the information that was gag ordered and when Columbine happened, and he's now exposing the truth. The boys were raped repeatedly and put on these psychic drugs. And there's a whole lot of cover-up in Colorado. Don't know what's going on in other states, but I do know Colorado is a big cover.
Well, the feds are scared to death of this marijuana issue because